Hello, Steve here. Today we're going to make a phone case. So I've got one here, phone, and it's a bit tattered and a bit worn out, so let's make a new one. And the cool thing about this is this will work with any phone, any size, and it's cheap and easy, and so if the phone case does get damaged, then it doesn't matter. So take a worn out kind of sock, you don't want to throw a decent sock, unless you've got decent socks to throw away. I don't, but this one's wearing out, so the colour and doesn't really matter, so any type of sock really, as long as it fits the phone. And then you're going to want to cut off the top, so get some scissors. Don't cut it too close to the phone, because you can always cut off more later on. So you're going to want to cut a little bit above the phone, like so. Now you've pretty much got a standard kind of case there, but obviously it's not offering too much protection and it's a bit of a loose fit. So what you're going to want to do is fold over to make that a bit tighter, but you don't want it too tight, otherwise your phone won't be able to go in and out when you've done the finished product. Now when I started making these, I used to sew up along there and around the top to make it neater, but to be honest, unless you're just leaving it in the sock, that's not necessarily, but just in the sock isn't going to be enough protection, so you need some tape, and this is where obviously you cover up the kind of manky sock and kind of give it a nicer finish. And you can wrap obviously as much tape around it as you want, but you're basically going to need at least 3 smaller lines of tape about this length. So we'll start with one, place that around the middle, make sure it goes all the way round, and then another one around the top, and again, it doesn't matter if it's not too neat, because you can kind of cut off excess and fold over and that later on. So one more around the bottom. So now we've basically covered the sock up. You're going to want one longer piece that's about double the length of the phone, and then you can put that lengthways. Now be careful not to get the 2 bits at the top stuck together, because then obviously your phone will be trapped for all eternity. So then you can snip the excess tape off and fold out. So this is where you can pretty much take your phone out now and then just kind of fold over into the sock to give it that top there, and that's pretty much it. But then again, put your phone back in, make sure it's a kind of nice fit. So that's not too, because you don't want it too loose, so it's going to fall out, and you don't want it too tight so you can't get it out, but that works pretty well. If it is a bit tighter obviously, and you're struggling to get your fingers in there to pull it out, what you could do is cut some bits on the side, and then that would work as well. That's another phone I've done there. So various ways you can kind of tweak around with it, and neaten it up and do the top. But it's definitely ideal. Keys in your pocket, scratching away like this, digging in, that is not going to scratch your phone screen. All it's going to scratch is tape and a sock. And to be honest, people obviously might sort of not like the look of it, but to be honest, it pretty much can stay in your pocket. And then, to be honest, you just, if you want to take your phone out, you just take it out like that. You know, no one really needs to see this as such, to be honest. It's really just more for the protection in your pocket. I've been a kitchen porter, and obviously my trousers get wet when the sink splashes up, so it protects it from the water there as well. And yeah, just generally pretty much a good little idea. So give it a try. Okay.